This is Mark's second cut on the brand new HM136Max. Look how happy he is.
All right, Robbie's gonna get more YouTube hits than ever.
Yeah. He's still smiling.
The Woodland Mills HM136Max. I used to have the HM130Max. So like all Woodland Mills sawmills come with like the auto lube. So when you do the throttle, the soapy water comes out automatically.
And that's the tank at the top, right? Up in the back.
But then the improvements on this mill are it cuts a 36 and 9/16, I think, is the maximum cut width.
Wow.
And but the rails are 46 and change. I mean the frame posts. Right. So you can put I think you can put a 46-inch log on here and just cut the cheeks off until you get down to 36.
That's a huge benefit.
Yeah. And then
how high does it go? 46 as well?
No, yeah, I think it goes less than 36. I think it's like 34 or something.
Okay.
Because you're not going to need to go all the way. I mean, I don't know.
Just depends on the way the log is.
Yeah,
of course.
I guess so.
And what's the throat?
The throat's 8.5.
So that was the same on your old one too, no?
No, I think the old one was 7.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it has like the little bearing rollers on the log stops, which is nice for rotating the log. It's got a Honda V-twin. It's 21 horsepower.
And I think you were saying that similar to the old one, it's a little bit underpowered.
Yeah, I think all the Woodland Mills are underpowered, but
still very nice
what
machine.
It is, yeah.
Very, very nice machine.
And for the cost.
Yeah.
And then I got the power lift.
This part I think is so cool.
This makes the head go up and down. And
so hold on.
I got it for like next to nothing because Woodland Mills had free shipping at one point. So I called them up and I was like, I paid for shipping. I want a credit. So they gave me a $400 credit. And the lift was on sale for $549. It's usually like $799 or something. So I paid like $150 for the power lift. So that was pretty good. And,
pretty big benefit because even like on the Wood Miser, even though the crank is really easy,
it's much easier than the manual one on this.
On this, yeah.
Yeah, because yours one rotation on a Wood Miser is 2 inches.
Right.
One rotation on here, I think, was a 1/4 inch. So if you're at the bottom and you put a new log on there, you're cranking like, all the way up to the top.
Yeah.
So this is nice. It's a little slow and like.
But when you want to fine tune it, when you're doing a dimensional at like 1/4 scale or whatever,
Yeah.
It is nice when it's a little bit slower.
Okay. Yeah. I do like wonder about how it's gonna be with like fine adjustments. Like if you just tap the button, does it just?
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty good. Like I said, I built it. I made one cut, and then life called, and so now it's like 6 weeks later.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a month and a half later. But this is awesome. This is a very, very nice machine. Yeah. Running both of them, they both have their pros and cons, but the way this rides on the rails is much nicer than mine. I feel like it's much smoother. The
Maybe.
bearings or pulleys, whatever you want to call it, that ride on the rails. I don't know. I think this is just smoother. It's easier, but I have the power feed. So that creates some resistance,
yes.
And you have to use the power feed, I've never not had the power feed, so I don't know.
It probably would be looser if it
would be different, right? Yeah. But, having a Honda engine is nice. I mean, we have Kohler because we support American workers. Electric start, finally. You hooked up the electric
The
start.
old one had it, but I didn't have a battery. But now with the power lift, you need it.
Having the 46, or what did you say, 46 or 42?
It's 46.
So that really, we find, is a huge benefit coming from mine, because you can't.
What's yours? Is it 36, like the width of the cut?
Almost, yeah, just about.
Yeah, so I mean, if you put a 46-inch log on here, though, that's like 46 inches in diameter, you're not going to be able to get all the way to the
No,
top.
that's why I was thinking, like, you know, because that's why I asked you about the height, the throat, rather. You have to kind of.
But if you have a log that's got maybe like a big fat section in, like it's like a oval shaped cross section,
it would work.
It would work. Yeah.
I don't remember any particular scenario where that was. I know, you know, at this moment I can't remember, but there definitely has been times where I'm like, God damn it!
If we had a log that had a curve in it,
right, a bow, right,
you could cut the cheeks off the top, and it could hang wide a little bit, as long as it's less than 46.
Yeah. Well, we got work to do.
Yeah.
We're on a little bit of a time crunch today. That is a 12-foot walnut log. Mark, I'm not sure you guys realize this, but Mark is the Don of the walnut mafia. He hoards walnut logs.
They call me up.
Yeah, he has followers on Facebook Marketplace looking for walnut. So
On my made men.
I've got on the made men. Yeah, so that's 12 foot there. We'll give you some shots of the material that's coming off of it. We're making an 8x8 post for a customer that's looking to support the roof on his porch. Very odd use for expensive lumber, but
Paying for it.
he's paying for it, so what can we do?